Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. You take a look at Los Angeles.
Kevin, the streak has been very difficult since this team has struggled of late, and the struggles may continue. They've got a really tough challenge against this team.
Now here's Paul. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Outside Crowder. Just 5 to shoot. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt. And Greg, as the playoffs loom in the distance, for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, how do they ensure that their success continues in the postseason?
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain. And you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable. And when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise.
That's his first personal foul.
And this is year one of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
You know, this guy simply does not age. LeBron remains a dominant force in this league despite being in the league since 2003.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton.
That's his second personal
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Sun substitution.
Just over a minute played here in the start of the game. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Monty Williams. David, what did he have to say?
Well, Kevin, look, he thinks their long-range shooting can make all the difference, not taking anything away from the defense they're going up against. But he did say he'd be surprised if his guys didn't shoot a high percentage from outside. Pretty confident coach, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. And here is Los Angeles now. Crowder with the steal. Bridges misses. The Lakers on offense. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
Al Paul following the three-point attempt by Dwight Howard. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes. James wide open. Davis. Second shot opportunity. And James with the layup.
You know, James came into the league in 2003, and despite that fact, he still plays the game with the desire and zest of a rookie. Still scrapping for offensive boards on occasion.
And Davis sends it back. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And they double up Davis. Right side Crowder. Booker looking around. They grab their own miss.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Down low.
2 minutes.
To end the cold streak. His fourth shot. His fourth miss. Still looking for his touch tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
You know, so often we see Westbrook with the ball driving or pulling up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot it just as well.
Big group substitution here for Phoenix. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Now Payne. Production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
McGee with the block. to the right side. Here's Payne, and Davis sends it back. Now the Lakers on the break. Monk's got the ball. Here's Anthony, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on JaVale McGee.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's James. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the basket by the Lakers. Payne. And Davis sends it back.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
So he gets them both.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
Pass to McGee. And here is Craig. There's the 3. And so the ball's out of bounds. Craig touched it late.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word.
Your Laker girl. All right. Look who's coming under the court.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. We just talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness. Those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another, and it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship. Monk's got deceptive strength. You got to respect that. I mean, the defense throwing themselves all over him and at him, but he's still concentrating and knocking down the shot.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Bridges. Here's Booker. No good on the shot. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Here's Anthony. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul penetrating. Booker with no one around. Off target from outside.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Nunn looking around. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Suns. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. The results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. Phoenix making a change here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
Now here's James. 8 points for him. Paul with the steal. .151 left to play here in the half. Johnson outside. Suns moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by James.
The team has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got his.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
All right. Look who's coming under the court. Get loud. Here they are. Your Laker girls.
Los Angeles will get a switch here. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Inside. Unloads. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Ayton's got 6.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
In the corner, it's Monk. Off target from three-point range. The Suns trail. Here's Payne. Pass to Ayton. And Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing. So good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot-blocking machine.
Now here's Westbrook. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. So here's Westbrook. LeBron outside. Lets it go with the 3. Craig pulls it in. Payne with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he drives in. And Davis sends it back. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Substitution for the Suns. JaVale McGee.
Now, here's Shamet. 3 seconds left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. And some good action for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Phoenix ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's Paul penetrating, missed inside.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Pass to Ayton. Shot clock at 5. Over Davis. On the wing, Booker. Got a piece of it. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Lakers ball.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And here is Los Angeles now. A 2-point game. Right side, Westbrook. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
Pass to Booker. Outside, Crowder. For 3. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Ayton. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
In the corner, it's James. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
And here is LeBron. After Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Pass to LeBron. Some solid defense from Ayton.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. Out to Anthony. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Crowder. In the corner, it's James. Back to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
And your Laker girl.
Suns trail by 4. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. McGee is screened. Here's Payton. And the layup falls.
And when Payton is a part of the pick and roll, I mean, this guy's got a lot of game, and because of that, he keeps the defense on its heels.
And here's Westbrook. Here's Howard. Off target at the rim. Here's Payton. Over in the corner, Paul. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And the Suns lead by 1.
Really confident shooting from Paul out at the arc. With that tightened up handle now, Westbrook can keep the ball on the string and keep the defense at his mercy.
Chris Paul.
Basket good. Paul's got 5 points so far. this game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this.
That's his first personal foul.
And the Lakers making a change here.
Now into the lineup.
Here's Reeves. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
No.
24 seconds left to play in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he goes in for the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now Paul. Gets it off. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Lakers ahead. They lead by 1. And we're coming right back.
Come on, fans.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. The Lakers in the lead.